ليس لوقعتها كاذبة خافضة رافعة إذا رجت الأرض رجا وبست الجبال بسا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. From the get-go, Allah does not mince any words and brings to our attention of the coming of the day of judgment. From the very first ayah of Surah Waqiah, ayat number 2, Laysa li waqatiha kadhiba, mentions that nobody will be able to deny its occurrence, and once it starts, there will be no stopping it. In order to make us somehow comprehend the magnitude, seriousness and significance of the day, Allah has masterfully made the use of strong and powerful imagery in this surah so that we may try and prepare ourselves for its inevitability. May Allah protect us all. Ameen. The imagery is vivid and gripping and starts to captivate the audience by sending chills down our spines from the introduction of the surah. Ayats 3 to 6 depict the rising and falling of objects, amongst other things. The use of the word rujjat in Arabic is not just to define shaking, but a kind of rattling that happens again and again. Such will be the violent rujjat of the earth on that day. Geologists have now proved that the mountains are in fact like anchors which make the earth physically stable for us to live in. They are like what you call the nails on the wood to hold the structure together. But on the day of judgment, Allah mentions in this surah that mountains will first be reduced to a dough-like form and will be completely flattened as depicted by the word bussat. Then they will be subjected to such intense heat that they will eventually be turned to dust particles floating around. Hard and solid objects like mountains that have so much mass turning to liquid in the form of lava is devastating enough. Now, imagine what kind of heat needs to be generated to turn such objects into gas. In ayat number 22, Allah talks about the beautiful spouses of the Sabiqun in Jannah. وَحُورٌ عِينٌ. Now, here is an example of some imagery that as a concept can be understood, but its true visualization is difficult to grasp and comprehend from our perspective. They will be a different kind of creation, and Allah gives their analogy in ayat number 23 as rare and precious pearls that are hidden and tucked away. Amongst other notable references of imagery in Jannah are the trees with abundant fruit, flowing and gushing water, beds and cushions embellished with jewels and embroidery. This imagery is in total contrast to that of the Ashabu Shimal, the people of the left, or the people of hellfire, whose plight is extremely devastating. Ayat number 42 refers to hot, toxic, poisonous wind coupled with boiling water. Fi samumim wa hamim. What a terrible combination. Ayats 43 to 44 make their respite even more deplorable. Wa zillim mi yahmum. They will have no cool shade. In fact, it will be of black smoke. Picture living and breathing in Mordor, a scene from the Lord of the Rings, but a lot worse. Reference to the Zakum tree is made in ayat number 52, which is a toxic and extremely bitter fruit that cannot be digested, but the people of hellfire will be forced to eat it out of severe hunger, which will further increase their pain and suffering. Ayats 54 to 55 depict this scene of hot and boiling water, which will be drunk by the wrongdoers out of severe thirst. Allah goes on to explain this imagery by telling us that they will drink like thirsty camels whose water reserves have depleted and who have gone mad running around in the desert searching for water. We cannot even drink hot tea or coffee before sipping it first. Now imagine chugging down gallons and gallons of boiling hot water, and what impact it will have on our tongues and other internal organs. As if this was not enough for us to take heed of, Allah goes on further in telling us in Ayat 56 that all this will be merely an introductory entertainment for the wrongdoers on that day. The deliberate use of the word nuzul by Allah as appetizers is perhaps to make us seriously reflect that if this is going to be our state on the day of judgment, then what will be our plight in hell? Think about it. May Allah forgive us all our sins and guide us back to Him in the dunya and protect us from all evil that He has created. Ameen. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in the feed below. And please do share it with your loved ones. I wish you all a very blessed Ramzan. Ameen.